We've all run into common types of wall and painting problems throughout our homes, from cracks, peels, and holes to drips, mildew, and water stains. No matter the problem, with a little help, you can restore that wall and make it look new again. Now let's get to it. Before we get started, here's what you may need depending on the repair. For repairing cracks or small holes, start out by using a coarse grit sandpaper to remove fragments around the crack or hole and sand down lightly. Then clean the area with a damp cloth. Next, use a putty knife to spread a thin layer into the area and let it dry. Depending on the patch compound, this could take minutes or hours. Once dry, smooth the patched area with a fine grit sandpaper until flush with the wall and remove any dust with a damp rag. Whether you're mending paint peels or poor paint adhesion, the fix is practically the same. If the paint isn't sticking, it's often an adhesive issue because of improper priming, paint, or application. Either way, it's an easy repair. Just remember, paint performs best when the wall is properly prepped. Start by using a scraper to remove the flakes, peels, or old loose paint from the surface. Then with a putty knife, cover the area with spackle and allow it to dry. Next, sand the area with a fine grit sandpaper until it is flush with the wall. Then simply wipe away any debris. From there, you'll need to prime and repaint the treated area. And done! To get rid of those annoying paint drips, first lightly scrape or chip away at the drop with a sharp scraper until it is fairly even with the wall. Then sand down with a fine grit sandpaper until the surface is level and smooth. Now all you need is a little paint. Now for removing mildew stains, there's a few more steps involved. You can effectively remove mildew or mold from the walls with a bleach and water solution and with the proper personal protective equipment like a face mask, safety glasses, and gloves. First, assess the condition. If the wall is beyond recovery, then it must be replaced. If you're unsure, ask a professional. Mold left untreated can be extremely harmful to everyone in the home. If the wall surface is still functional, you should be able to remove the spots with a bit of elbow grease. Prep the area by covering the floor and nearby surfaces. Use a drop cloth and tape it to secure it in place. Mix 1 part bleach to 3 parts water solution. Now scrub away with an old rag. When you're finished, it's common to see leftover stains from the mold or mildew. From here, we recommend using an appropriate primer to cover the stain before you start painting. To get rid of the stain, here's an easy solution. First, make sure that the water or leak issue has been resolved. Then start by scrubbing with a 1 part bleach to 3 parts water solution. Wait until the affected area is as dry as possible. We recommend using a dehumidifier if it's available to you. Then apply an appropriate primer to completely cover the stained area to prevent the stain from bleeding into your top coat. Finally, you can apply your paint. We recommend applying a second coat of paint to make sure the stain is completely covered. Walls naturally wear down in a lived-in space. If you're looking to touch up a spot, it's easy. Here's what to do. First, find the appropriate size paintbrush. Then, prep the area and apply paint to touch up the spot by feathering it to ensure blending. If it's the same paint, it may look different while it's wet, but should dry the same color. Now you're a Painting Basics problem solver. To learn more on this, watch our Touch-Ups video. And for more painting information and how-tos, visit valspar.com.